Cappies, all my Cappies, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Cappies, y'all got a lot of cards. You have the Mirror, the Mystic, the Ring, the Thread, the Queen, the Gem, the Vow, and the Vision. I feel like a confession. I don't know. It could be a confession to yourself. It could be a confession that somebody else is giving to you. It could be a confession that you're making on behalf of yourself. I have no idea, but it feels like a confession. Like it feels like taking fractured images and creating understanding around them, because understanding is so much more than what meets the eye. It's more than, I don't know, I think I have an associates in the New Testament, and I'm very familiar with the Bible college world. But, one of the things they talk about is the idea of circular reasoning. And because the Bible said so, is like, is an argument that theologians will face. And the need to be able to like expand beyond just like one way of seeing things, one way of viewing things. And I feel like the mirror is this one way of perceiving something. And it's a fractured perception. One of my favorite children's books when the boys were really little that we would read a lot was this, the wise old turtle and the partial truth. And this little girl finds, like a stone, and she knows that it's really important, and she takes it around to all of these places and tries to, understand the value of it. And some places try to worship it, and some places, try to use it to, manipulate and gain power. And she finally, like, she leaves all of these people behind, and she finally gets to the turtle at the edge of the world, and the turtle explains to her that it's a partial truth. It's a fraction of a stone that was broken, many years ago, and it's very powerful. It's a very powerful stone, and it needs to be put back together again. And I just kind of feel like that story resonates here somehow. But it resonates through this sense of a journey of having to really go and seek advice, seek the understanding of people around you, seek the understanding of just where the truth is, and like how the truth can be misused. And why it's important to keep searching for like the whole truth of something. And I feel like that is that's what you've promised yourself to, that you are going to like uncover the entirety of the truth of something. This feels like a journey, because that's what you promised yourself to. That's what you committed to. That's the direction that you were going to go. It feels very sound in its decision, but it feels also, backed with purpose. With every step has its own reason. Every group had its own understanding that it came with. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, however this plays out for you, let's do some clarifiers. Cappies. The Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and Judgment. Yeah, again, I don't know. This just comes with an energy of like conveying a message. I don't know, like a decision being made, like a judgment. But again, the judgment today is not feeling judgmental. The judgment is just feeling like a judgment call, like we all have points and times in our life where we have to make a judgment call. And you're making a judgment call, instead of looking at it through a lens of like, this is the one thing, you're looking at it through the lens of like all of the things and all of the pieces, and bringing them together, to create like that grander vision that you had in the first place. Okay. Eight of Wands again. King of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and Six of Cups. Well, I just kind of feel like this, when you look at something through one lens, and it's there's a lot of tumultuousness around it. There's a lot of like having to adjust your plans. I feel like you had one plan, one path in mind, and something has happened that has really altered those plans and shifted that reality for you. And I think forced you to step back and look at it from a broader perspective, like to see like the greater vision, the greater picture, so that you can make decisions that enable you to really go in the directions that you want to go, because this is very pointed action. That's backed with a soundness. Okay. Cappies. King of Cups. I mean, the King of Cups in this deck is emotional detachment, but I do feel like there is an element of having to kind of like emotionally detach from something for a minute. The Judgment again. Because when you have to emotionally detach, you have to see like where was I feeling restricted when I wasn't actually restricted. Like where was I feeling attacked, and why was I feeling attacked by that, and how did that result in this ill-perceived restriction? Because when you're emotionally attached and invested in things, it's harder to make good sound decisions. And I feel like you've had to really emotionally detach, so that you can start making decisions, that take everything that you've been working on and set you in the direction that you promised yourself you were going to go in the first place. Okay, Cappies. The Maiden. I just feel like this reignited sense of I feel, just like this excitedness, this exuberance, this I'm ready to go, I'm ready to take all of these things, and I got down that wormhole for a second, and then I came out of that wormhole, and when I came out of that wormhole, I saw everything a lot more clearly, because I recognized how such a limited perception hurts me. And nobody wants that. All right, Cappies. Well, if this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.